Hey guys, I'm crawling in a tunnel on my way from 2025 to 2026, and this is definitely not a blanket fort that I built in my basement at 2 a.m. So don't even ask. Don't even say that. Anyways, it's that annual video that I love making every year. It's the time where I predict some of the most anticipated movies of 2026, some of the most successful movies of 2026, and I base it on vibe, I base it on gut feeling, and the scientific method of, yeah, that looks pretty good. I suppose it's time to go back into my freak dungeon. I mean the Spencer.G office. And that's also definitely not my basement either. The office, the studio. It's not my office, so don't ask. Oh, let's go. It smells like cum down here.
Who the starts a conversation like that? I just sat down.
Movies have a really big impact on me, which is kind of obvious considering I've made hundreds of videos talking about them. There's something magical about the filmmaking experience and the movie theater experience. That smell of popcorn, the comfy seats, the annoying theater employee who takes their job way too seriously. All of it is so perfect. Now I want to show you guys my top 10 most anticipated movies of 2026. We're in the new year. Of course, as with every year, we will start with a little bit of an honorable mention. Just a reminder, there's a lot of peak. There's a lot of peak shit coming out next year. Or I suppose this year, because we're in it. So this video might run long as my penis.
Shut the fuck up, you nasty bitch. I don't know how the fuck you jump on my son, you little nasty ass nigga. Shut your little bitch ass up, you dirty bitch. Who the fuck is this long head ass, jawbreaker looking ass nigga named Miss Mary? Shut your little bitch ass up, you ugly ass.
On to honorable mentions. So, should I do the honorable mentions or should I just cut it? I'm cutting the honorable mentions. I just made up my idea. The honorable mention was Coyote vs. Acme. I thought it looked pretty good. I'm not going to talk about it much more. Cutting the honorable mention. We're going straight into the top 10. Number 10, The Mandalorian and Grogu. Guys, I'm suffering from a horrible, incurable disease. It's called Star Wars fatigue. Too much Star Wars, not enough actually good Star Wars. You know when you keep eating the same food over and over again, and then you start to hate that food? That's well, Disney is pretty much, they're doing that to me. They keep force feeding me Star Wars straight down my gullet until I'm freaking constipated and I can't poop it out anymore. I don't know where the analogy was going there, but I think you get the point. Now, I liked the first 2 seasons of The Mandalorian before it got really bad. Now, I have to say that it might be one of the most boring shows because it feels like it already served its purpose. And the 2-season arc was completed. But people just kept loving little baby Yoda, making their little memes, so Disney kept force feeding us the slop.
You must have some more?
No thanks.
But you'll hurt Cook's feelings. Huh? Cookie!
And for some reason, I'm kind of excited to see this. I think the major thing is that I'm more excited to see a new Star Wars movie in theaters for the first time in 7 years. The movie could be good, but it's not the main reason I am excited. I just want to sit in a theater again and experience some Star Wars. There isn't much to say here. It barely made the list, and talking about it now, I don't know, I'm starting to think that it should not be on the list at all. Maybe I'm not excited for this. Whatever, we're moving on. Number 9. Number 9. The Legend of Aang. Avatar: The Last Airbender is one of the best shows that has ever seeped its way into my ocular vision and into my mind. There was not one season of that show that was weaker than the other. Netflix has made their own live action remake, which I have not watched because, like, why would I? The show already exists. I don't need to watch it again. But now we finally are getting a proper sequel to the series in the form of the movie Legend of Aang. And I have the creeping feeling like this probably will be peak. The original creators are back, which is already a huge plus. And we get to see Aang at a different age where he can act more mature. I think one thing that a lot of fans wondered was, what was Aang like when he stopped being a child? So it's cool that we finally get to see and get that answer. Maybe this is the start of an oversaturation of the Avatar: The Last Airbender franchise, considering they made a sub-studio called Avatar Studios just to make stuff that makes Avatar: The Last Airbender stuff. But for now, I'll remain excited to get back into the world and back into these characters that I love so much. Also, just found out they're not releasing the movie into theaters anymore. Now I'm gonna find David Ellison, and I think I'm gonna take a shit on his desk.
Eric, did you just take a crap on my desk?
What's up? What's up? Crapped on your desk, Doug. What's up with that?
Why is every evil man in the world called Dave? You notice that? You notice the Dave apocalypse happening? Just me? All right. Number 8. The Super Mario Galaxy movie. I think in my review for the last Mario movie, I mentioned that they will probably not make another Mario movie that will be any good. I still sort of believe that. But I will say that this was a big leap in terms of Mario sequels. To go directly into Galaxy, which is one of my favorite Mario games ever, it's hard to say that this isn't something I am excited for. Yeah, it might be completely ass, but it's still Mario. And I like Mario. I mean, I'd like Mario a lot more if it didn't cost $100 for his game and over $700 for his goddamn console. But I still like Mario. Chris Pratt is unfortunately still involved, which is, I guess, whatever. I don't think his voice suits the character, but you know, I don't know. Sorry, not a big Chris Pratt fan in this house. There are so many other people who could have done this job who are probably way more famous than Chris Pratt is, but I don't care. It's whatever. I find myself, again, not really having that much to say other than, you know, I like the animation style. It looks cool. Looks very Mario. Action looks a little more better. I think it's just better is the term. It looks better than the first one. I don't know. Yeah, I'm a kid at heart. I grew up playing my Game Boys and my DSs. I am unfortunately excited for the Mario movie. Do I think it will be great? No, probably not. Do I think I'll like it? Maybe. I don't know. What do I look like, a fortune teller? I think of my most anticipated movies of 2023, I had the first Mario movie at number 8 as well. So, I don't know, maybe nothing's changed since 2023. I mean, I did get a little fatter. Number 7, Supergirl. As of writing this, the trailer pretty much just dropped, and looks good. Although, I will say the DCU is suffering from what I would like to call too much gunpowder. James Gunn is all over this movie. Even though this is the first one that he's not directing or writing, this still very much feels like a James Gunn film, and I'm not sure how to feel about that. So look, we got our main character in a trench coat. She listens to music on a Walkman, and she's drunk a lot of the time. Does that sound familiar to you? This is not me saying it won't be good. This is just, I think Millie Alcock is a terrific choice. She's a terrific actress. She will make Supergirl her own. I enjoyed Superman as well. The universe is great, but some of my fears are that this won't be as fresh as people are saying it is going to be. Nonetheless, the movie looks good. I mean, I love superheroes, so I'm at least somewhat excited, but you know, I'm cautiously optimistic, let's say. Unrelated, but I also saw some incel on Twitter post that Millie Alcock could have all his cock. And if that is you, and you ever cross a bridge, you should stop and just jump over. Just jump. Just jump. Anyways, this will probably be pretty good, but it doesn't really feel like the DCU is going anywhere super exciting just yet. Number 6, Dune 3. I like Dune. Doing your mom. Dude, I got him. Oh boy. Anyways, I also really enjoyed Dune 2. Doing 2 girls at the same time.
You're pushing your luck, Scoob!
I got you again. For real though, these movies feel like what Lord of the Rings did for fantasy. Denis Villeneuve has created 2 of the best sci-fi movies in recent history, and he looks to make his 3rd with Dune 3. The cast is good. The movies are good. There isn't much more to say here. I want to see what happens next. I also think that Timothée Chalamet might be one of the greatest working actors right now. I think that the Dune series has been on a generational run as of late, and if this is the last movie, which seems pretty likely, then I can't wait to see how they end it all. Dune is great. Dune is cool. Can't wait to take just myself to see it, because I'm the only person who likes Dune in my friend group and family. All right, now we're at the halfway point, and to give you guys a little break before we go down to the last 5 movies, I'm going to give you a little bit of a, what I call, it's a section I like to call Cooking with Spencer.
Today I'm going to teach you how to make a peanut butter sandwich. So, all you do is you take some peanut butter, put it on one side of the sandwich, like so. Take another piece of bread, put some peanut butter on that sandwich. I usually use a butter knife. And now, as you can see, you have 2 pieces of peanut butter. All we do done. Peanut butter sandwich. It's not that hard, people. It's not that hard. What are you, slow? You can't make a peanut butter sandwich, I can't help you. You're done. Get the hell out of my kitchen.
Number 5. The Odyssey. Remember when Oppenheimer came out and it was really good? I think Chris Nolan might be able to do that with The Odyssey. Why am I so excited for this movie, you might ask? Well, I think a lot of it has to do with the cast that is involved. I mean, I won't name off all the names, but it is cool to see that Nolan is taking Tom Holland and actually doing something of note with him. The trailer gives off some amazing visuals, and people are complaining about the costume design, but I don't know. It looks pretty good to me. Maybe not as historically accurate as they should be, but this is a Nolan version of Greek Warrior. Movie looks good. Chris Nolan usually makes bangers, except for Tenet. That one was bad. I'm not gonna even lie to you. Not a good movie. But this could be one of his best. I'm optimistic here, guys. Moving on. Number 4. Toy Story 5. Now the main question here is, do we need Toy Story 5? No. Did I even love Toy Story 4? Also no. The last time I watched it was probably the year it came out. I can't say that I am eager for a new installment, but unfortunately, the little kid who watched all those movies and fell in love with those characters still exists within me. I have a kid inside me. Wait. I want to say that I'm a kid at heart, but I think Michael Jackson said something like that. We all know what happened there. Toy Story was a big part of my childhood, and maybe that's the biggest reason that I'm somewhat excited to see a new one. It's just my nostalgia eating whatever's left of my brain. Spoilers. There's not much left. And Andrew Stanton is behind the computer, I guess. And I mean, that man has made some of the greatest films of all time, so I have faith that he will make something worth watching. I don't think the stories on these characters are worth going back to at all, but there are moments where I am proven wrong, and I hope that this is one of those moments. Number 3 is going to shock most of you, because number 3 is Project Hail Mary. I have been excited for this movie for quite a while. It took me about 4 months to read the novel that the movie is based on, not because I can't read.
Of course, pal. Whatever you think is best.
It's because I have a lot of shit to do. I'm busy. Okay? So no, Spencer can't read well in the comments, or else you're getting blocked. I think that this is the perfect book to adapt for the big screen. However, and I will not spoil the book, but the ending is not that good. I feel that it is rushed and it's not all that satisfying. Does that mean the movie will be bad? No. It is made by my favorite director duo, Phil Lord and Chris Miller. This feels like it will be an amazing experience, and add in my favorite actor Ryan, literally me, Gosling, I'm hooked. If they can pull off what made Andy Weir's original book great, then they might have a hit on their hands. But I think to make this film critically acclaimed worldwide, they will have to rework that ending. How do they do this? I don't know. I'm not involved with the movie, but I just hope that they can make it work. Number 2, Avengers Doomsday. Doomsday is upon us. I don't know, guys. This movie could go either way. On paper, this sounds questionable, but in practice, I'm sure this will be also questionable. I've talked about this before, but Marvel has been struggling so much that even only after 7 years after their last Avengers movie, they plan on making a legacy sequel of sorts, bringing back the characters that fans once loved, like Steve Rogers and Robert Downey Jr., but now he's evil or whatever. It sounds cool, but it also sounds like the biggest cop-out of all time. They lost the main villain of the saga because he was allegedly beating his girlfriend. The movies aren't making enough money, mostly because they all sucked and they never gave audience enough time to actually fall in love with them. Now they try to get audiences back in seats by promising that what worked before is coming back. Cool. Am I excited? I don't know. Yeah, mostly, I guess. But it's mostly because I want to see if any of this actually works out. This could be the worst possible idea or the greatest idea. Based on what we've seen so far, it looks like it could be something special, but I'm not holding out hope. The Steve Rogers trailer is kind of strange because it's edited so weird, like not to build hype at all. It's just a guy holding a baby. Nothing really special there. I mean, I've done that before, so no offense to Chris Evans, but your job is useless. Marvel needs a string of wins, and they need this to start something new. I'm guessing that's what they're planning on doing anyways. Soft reboot. It has been an idea that has been passed around at Marvel Studios for a while. Maybe that is exactly what they need. Start over from scratch, get rid of the things that weren't working before. I don't know, I'm not a fortune teller, and I can't say that this will succeed at all, but it'll be expensive. As long as Doom says fuck you 3000, they win me over. Now for the #1 most anticipated movie of 2026, guys. Before we get there, I will let you put your comments down in the comment sections below. Guess what the movie could be. While you do that, here's the video of me eating the peanut butter sandwich I made earlier. The #1 most anticipated movie of 2026 is Spider-Man Brand New Day. I feel like most of you could have guessed this one. I mean, I love Spider-Man so much that I literally died watching the trailer reaction to his last movie. My main problem with the last trilogy of Spider-Man movies is that they all kind of look like shit. Jon Watts is not the most creative visual director. In the old movies, we had Sam Raimi doing this kind of wacky shit. Mark Webb was making Andrew Garfield fly around like he was really swinging. That was kind of cool. Jon Watts, he didn't do any of that. Most of his stunts had CGI painted over them because he thought it looked stupid. Then don't direct a superhero movie, dumbass. Whenever you film something before putting it in post, odds are it's gonna look stupid. That's what post-production is for, to make that stuff look finished. I don't know, Jon Watts might be a bad director, I think. I think he just didn't know and still has no clue how to make a blockbuster movie that looks like a blockbuster movie. That doesn't mean throwing CGI over everything and making the entire movie look gray and brown. Now, Daniel Destin Cretton, my Lord and Savior, he's about to make us some peak Spider-Man. He's jumped into the director's chair, and I think this man is going to give you the greatest Spider-Man movie of all time. Potentially the greatest superhero movie of all time. Who knows? The trailer leaked not that long ago, and from that alone, you can see that this man is fully cooking. He's giving us shots and frames that haven't even been done in a Spider-Man movie in over a decade. I still can't believe that both studios were trying so desperately to get Jon Watts back so he could make you another Spider-Man movie that looked like shit and divides the fans. No, thank you. No spank you, actually. No, we need something fresh. And Daniel, he knows fresh, okay? Can't wait to see it. Most anticipated movie in 2026. And that brings us to the end of the video. This past year has been a confusing one, I'd suppose. I think the channel itself did generally fine, but nowhere near as good as it's done in past years. I think what I came to at the conclusion of last year was that I am focusing too hard on making these like big videos, you know, that they're coming out and they're not the best things I'm making. We're unfortunately probably gonna have to slow production of a lot of stuff now, so that the writing can be better in videos, the editing can be better. And like, I think what I'm going to do is focus more on those small reviews for like new movies, new shows coming out. Maybe I'll make a Stranger Things review like later in the month or something. I don't know. But like, it's things that I think I can do quickly while like keeping these passion projects rolling, but like coming out less frequently because they're taking up a lot of time, but they're also not good when they come out. Like, they're not doing good. So I'd rather take time, make them good, get them views. Like I said, 2026, you're probably going to see more like small reviews, less video essays. That's what I'm trying to get at. I want to slow down so the quality of the videos are better for you guys. And I hope you guys keep watching in 2026. And I hope more people come to watch. Here's to 2026. I don't have a cup. I'm not thirsty. Please like and subscribe. I need it or else the sun will explode. Love you guys so much. Happy New Year. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay sexy. Okay. Bye.
Reese's Puffs, eat 'em up, eat 'em up, eat 'em up, eat 'em up. Reese's Puffs, eat 'em up, eat 'em up, eat 'em up, eat 'em up. I got Reese's Puffs in my bowl. Now my name's on through control. I got Reese's Puffs in my bowl. Just like that, I'm on the road.